Well, everyone, the Amazon Fire tablets are some very popular tablets that Amazon basically makes. So you might be trying to figure out how you can go through and use this tablet. Luckily for you, it's a very basic process. So on your main display of your tablet, you'll basically see this particular display, either an 8-inch size or like a 10.5 or 10-inch size. So you have some bezel on it. You typically will have a front-facing camera right up here. You will also have your buttons surrounding this particular tablet. So on the bottom, you don't really have too much going on here. You just have your standard type of build quality. They're mostly built out of plastic. On the bottom, you should be able to see your charging port. So you should have a charging port and a headphone jack, as well as your buttons. You can see we have a power up button and a volume up and down button. On the back side, you don't really have much except for the Amazon logo and this camera that you have right over here. So basically standard type of layout. Now for this type of tablet, it's a very easy type of tablet to kind of understand because there's not anything super crazy going on here. You'll have your main display. So as soon as you basically unlock and turn on your tablet, you'll basically make your way over into your lock screen. So this lock screen is going to be pretty basic. You'll have the standard type of capability of having a search bar up here as well as any notifications that you basically have here. So you can swipe through the notifications and kind of close out of those things. You also have your quick toggles at the bottom. If you want to quickly jump into any of those toggles, you can always just jump right into that way. Now to navigate around, you'll basically have your home screen, which basically houses all your applications and things like that. You'll have a little For You page right up here if you want to. Again, you'll have your home, and then you'll have your library. So once you register your device and you actually put in your Amazon account, you'll be able to go ahead and start actually inputting like applications and stuff right over here. Now to power on or power off your tablet, it's a pretty easy thing to do too. So you have a little power button in the top right corner right up here. If you hold down on this power button, it'll basically bring you right inside of your power off panel. So from here you can go and click on the power off button and it will go ahead and power off your tablet. You can also tap on restart if you just want to restart your tablet, or you can go through and click on screenshot if you really want to screenshot that way. Now keep in mind that if you power off your tablet, the way to turn on your Amazon tablet after that is by going through and holding down that power button again. So go through, hold down that power button right there, and that's going to basically allow you to go through and basically power off your tablet, and it's going to allow you to turn it on, turn it off, depending on what you want to do. So it's pretty easy to understand, but that is basically how you power on and power off your tablet. Now your tablet also has these 3 buttons at the bottom. So the one is a back button, the far left one. So when you're inside of an application and you want to go back to the previous page, you can just tap onto that back button and it'll basically bring you back. If you're inside of an application and you want to go back home, you can basically tap onto that home button right over here, and that will basically bring you into the home button. If you want to see all the recent applications that you basically have just seen, you can also tap onto this square button right here, and it'll show you all of your recent applications that you can basically see. Now, if you ever want to split screen multitask on your tablet, so if you ever want to open up multiple applications at the same time, maybe you want the App Store open, and then maybe you want the Silk browser open as well, well, all you're going to have to do here is basically click onto this particular square box right here for recents. At the very top, you're going to be able to tap on the little arrow that comes up right here, and then you can go and tap onto this split screen button that comes up right over here. So once you tap on split screen, it's going to allow you to choose a different application you want to decide. So here I can choose another application, and now I've just split screen multitask on my Fire tablet. So now I can use this middle button to make something bigger or smaller depending on what I want to do. And that's basically all you're going to have to do here. And if you want to get out of it, you can just click onto the pause button right here. And you can go and kind of close out of these applications. I believe you can minimize this one this way, and that's basically how you can close out of it. Now, screenshotting on your tablet is also very easy to understand. So to screenshot, you want to look to the side of your Amazon Fire tablet, and all you're going to want to do is basically click on and hold down the power button and the volume up button at the exact same time. So power button and the volume up button at the exact same time, and all you're going to have to do is basically make sure you panel it a little bit better, but you're going to have to just hold down those 2 buttons, and that's going to allow you to go through and take a screenshot. It's actually the power button and the volume down button. So click on the power button and the volume down button at the exact same time, and that is basically how you screenshot. So find the power button on the side, and then go through and click on the volume down button. Make sure you try to time it a little bit, and you'll be able to see that you've just taken a screenshot. So now what you can do is you can click onto that image right here in the bottom left corner, and you'll be able to see that you'll have this particular image that basically pops up here. And you can go right here and you can draw on it, you can crop it down, you can kind of do whatever you want to do here. But that is another quick little option that you have here as well. Now another thing you can do here too is screen recording. So if you want to screen record on your Fire tablet, this is also another easy process. All you're going to have to do here is basically swipe down from the top right corner, and you will basically come right into this page. If you swipe down one more time, you'll basically come back into this page here. And what you can do is you can swipe over, and you want to go ahead and find the screen record button. Once you find the screen record button, you want to go ahead and tap on it, and that's going to allow you to choose whether you want to record the audio, show touches on screen. You can kind of configure that whichever way you want to. Tap on start, and now the tablet will actually start recording. So now you can do whatever you need to do here. You can do whatever what you want. But whenever you're done, what you want to do is in the top right corner, there's a little stop button right over here. So you can go and tap onto that little stop button, or you can swipe down, and you can tap here to basically stop that recording. So you also have that type of capability there as well, which is another really awesome thing to do. Now, downloading apps is another very big part of owning an Amazon tablet. Now, you can download native apps right inside of your App Store. So if you want, you can open up the App Store, you can download apps through the Amazon App Store. But that's kind of boring. There's not a lot of applications out there for it. You do have Android built inside of your Fire tablet. So what you can always do is you can actually install APK files. But to do that, you want to first open up your settings application on your Fire tablet. This is what the settings application looks like. And you want to basically scroll down until you find the option that says security and privacy. Tap on security and privacy, and then this next page is going to come up. What you want to do here is that there's a little option here that says apps from unknown sources. Tap on apps from unknown sources, and what you want to do is within the Silk browser that basically shows up right here, you want to tap on Silk browser, and you want to make sure this is allowing us to have apps from unknown sources. That's going to be a very, very big part of it. So enable this toggle and then go back home. Now what we can do is we can open up the Silk browser on our Amazon tablet that looks like this. And from here, we can go ahead and search for the application that we want to go ahead and download and install. So in this case, let's say we wanted to go ahead and download and install the TikTok APK. You can start typing in TikTok APK just like this, and you're going to be able to find that APK file available online. Remember, APK is basically the Android protocol for installing applications. So you want to make your way over to a website that basically has this APK file. APK Pure is a pretty good website. Up to Down is another good website. You want to basically find that particular application out there. So once you find that TikTok APK file like this, what you can do here is you can basically kind of scroll through and try to find that APK file. So in this case, you can see I have this APK file right over here. And from here, I can go through and I can download and install this application right through here. So once I have that APK file installed, I can just download it, and that's basically all you're going to have to do. Now, the bigger the file, the longer it's going to take to download. But now that our device has unknown sources installed, now you can just download these files just like this and basically install them just like any other APK file. So once it comes up like this, all you're going to want to do here is basically just go through and download it. Now this is going to download the actual App Store. So you can download the App Store if you want to, or you can just specifically download that APK file. But again, that's basically what you're going to have to do. Open up that APK file like this, click on install, and then it's going to start installing it. And then you can actually download more applications from one of these stores. Again, you don't have to just use this one. There's a lot of ones that basically available for it. So that's basically how you can do it that way. The last little thing I want to show you too is within the settings application. It's a very important application to understand. So I'd recommend just going through inside of this app, just kind of understanding it, getting used to it for the most part. That's another very big part of it. But that is basically how you use your Amazon Fire tablet. It's a very good tablet for the most part. It's a very good priced one. And that's essentially how you use it for the most part. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.